Hello my dear friends, subscribers and just guests of this channel. My name is Vladislav Ryzhenkov, I am Russian and currently I live in New York City. Today I want to bring up the subject of the price of life. I will tell you a few stories, we will consider a bunch of interesting situations and we will try to understand who decides whose life costs less and why. And of course I will try to be objective. And before we get started, please subscribe this channel, make sure you don't forget to click on the bell icon and let's go! Let's imagine a crazy situation when two different missiles able to eliminate two different cities are flying in two different villages. In the first one, retired people live. In the second one, young people at the age of 20. The government has an anti-aircraft warfare, but not enough to protect both of cities. And the government has to choose who will die and who will continue to live. What do you think the government will choose? The government will probably choose to save the young people's lives, just because they still young and they are able to work for many years before get retired, but retired people can't. This is why young people's lives are more valuable for the government than lives of retired people. What do you think the government will do if we have two villages with young people in both of them? In the first one, they are sick. In the second one, they are healthy. They will probably choose this village. What if we have two different villages with young, healthy people in both of them? Anyway, it may sound egocentric, but the government will choose something that is more valuable exactly for the government. Some people believe that those people who change the world are more valuable for the society. Scientists, for example. Some people can say that essential workers are more valuable. Cooks, doctors, policemen. Somebody can say that artists, musicians, professional athletes, their lives are more valuable than lives of regular people. But the bitter truth is, regular people are majority. Even members of your family, your classmates, your friends, not all of them are famous or outstanding scientists. Most of them are regular people. And it does matter for you that they did not do anything useful for the government. Exactly for you, they are more valuable than others. But big cons decide whose life are more valuable. I want to tell you one interesting story. One guy had decided to make an experiment and posted on Twitter 5 different messages with the same meaning, but he changed just one word. He wrote the only good American, Israeli, British, Ukrainian, Russian soldier is dead. American, Israeli, British, Ukrainian, Russian soldier. After having posted these messages, he asked his friend to complain on all of these messages. And guess what? Twitter support required to delete 4 messages due to inappropriate information in them. And the only one message that was fine was about the dead Russian soldier. I just want to remind you, all soldiers in the world are bonded. It means they have a contract, they get money for their job. They are not always happy with tasks that government says to do. Or do you think all American soldiers were happy to go in Vietnam? No, they were not. But they have a contract and they have to do their job. But only good Russian soldier is dead Russian soldier. Others, you can say it, it's inappropriate. Alright, let's talk about the sensational story that took place in 2020. Leslie Neal-Boylan, a former dean of the nursing school at the University of Massachusetts Lowell, was fired after this quotation. Black lives matter, but also everyone's life matter. A student complained and the dean was fired. I was trying to understand what's wrong with this quotation, opened my Google and began my research. I found this comment. Because the only people saying all lives matter right now are people who really mean black lives don't. It's very interesting how in a country that has a principal point, equality for everyone, this phrase could offend anyone. Seriously, all means all, no exceptions. It literally most tolerant phrase that can be told. All means black, yellow, white, orange, pink, purple, literally all. But when a person gets punished after these words, it means you apparently put black lives above all others. Do you know how it goes? Supremacism. Don't get me wrong, Black Lives Matter, of course they do. But this slogan sounds exactly like supremacism. If you change it a bit, it will not be worse, it will be even better. For example, you can say Black Lives also matter. I hope you got what I mean. Talking about the lives, let's also discuss animals' lives. But let me start with a story that my friend told me. He found a kitten on the street where he lives. And the kitten was in a very bad condition. Because he dropped out from somebody's window. My friend took this kitten home and saved his life. 1 year later, the kitten somehow injured his neck and couldn't even move. My friend was really scared for the kitten because he has already saved the kitten's life and, of course, they had a special relationship. My friend was trying to do everything what he could that day. He took a kitten, stopped a taxi cab and went to veterinarian. While sitting in a taxi cab, he was trying to cardiopulmonary resuscitation for the kitten. He also trying to talk with the kitten. He also stroked the kitten and etc. When he went to the veterinarian, to the doctor's cabinet, the doctor refused him in service just because her shift was already over. To be honest, I tried to justify her, but I can't find anything reasonable enough to do it. The only thing that can be sued in this case is if your close ones, members of family, or friends, or so on, are in a danger. Or maybe you need to get some urgent medical care. If the only reason you refused in service is your shift over, it means your life costs less than this kitten's life. But even in this case, I can't say her life doesn't matter. Maybe she also has children. Maybe she saved a lot of pets' life in the past. Maybe she invented something great. Maybe she will do it in the future. Even though she committed a big mistake, I think her lives matter. What about all those people who commit the worst crimes in the world, such as a murder, a rape, and a terroristic attack? It's a good question, but I think we shouldn't rush with a death sentence. First of all, it can be too late to change something when an innocent person is already dead. Secondly, in some countries, being in prison after committing some specific types of crimes is even worse than death. For example, if you consider Russia and the person who raped someone else, believe me, next 8, maybe 10 years for this person are gonna be worse than hell. This person will live in a giant building with approximately 200 different prisoners through around the Russia, and all of them will rape this person. Nobody will talk with this person. They will punch this person. And this person will sleep next to the toilet. This person will do every dirty job in a cell. For example, this person will clean up the toilet, broom the floor, washing someone socks, and etc. And one more interesting detail. It doesn't matter what the type of crime you committed. After being in prison, your punishment is not over. Because all of these people, they can't even find a good job. Because it's a big stigma for some groups of society to be a prisoner. And all of these companies, they try to support their status. We only hire professionals with a perfect reputation, not a prisoner. Do these people deserve a chance to get back to the normal life? Do these people deserve a chance to be a part of community? I think it depends on exact circumstances during the committing a crime. For example, if a person trying to protect their family, having no choice, accidentally kill someone else, I think this person deserves a chance to be a part of the community. But if it was a religious zealot that killed someone else just because another person believes in something different, it's freaking crazy. And I think these people don't deserve to be a part of the community. But I also think they don't deserve to be in a prison living off taxpayers. I think these people should be involved in some community services, such as painting walls, cleaning up the toilets, peeling potato for soldiers in army's kitchen. As a result, they do something useful for the community, plus they earn some money that can be spent for their imprisonment. Maybe if they earn a little bit more money, they can spend it for cigarettes, for education, for something else. I think it's fair. And probably the most difficult to discuss is what to do with dictators. Dictators are people that have absolute power of this world. They support bloody regime in a bunch of countries, and they did not kill anyone with their own hands, but they are responsible for all of these deaths. And it's not a typical situation, and to be honest, I don't know what to do. But if you have some ideas or thoughts, please write something in the comments, and it will be interesting for me to read. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope it was interesting and useful for you. If yes, please subscribe my channel. Make sure you didn't forget to click on the bell icon in order not to miss new videos. And of course, if you have something to say, we have a comment section. And I'm wrapping up. See you soon. Bye bye.